Girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. I am a beauty enthusiast that loves to discuss everything dealing with makeup and beauty, but I do love to switch it up at times and throw in a little bit of fashion and vlogging. So if all of that sounds of interest to you, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad. And y'all, today, yo, when I say I'm excited, I am so freaking excited about this eye look and this face look. I tried to channel a little bit of an editorial type of feel, so I don't have my earrings on. I got on my black turtleneck. We kept the lip neutral, but the eyes and the face, fire. So if you want to see how I created these looks, give you my thoughts and feelings on this new Danessa Myricks Lightworks 3. Ow! Stay tuned for all of that. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate it. And let's get right into this video. So we just gotta come out the gate. I gotta tell y'all straight up, this is just stupid. Like stupid, ridiculous, nonsense. Like, I don't have words. I don't have words. This palette is so freaking good. Danessa, if you're watching this, I don't know what alien you took this from, what extraterrestrial universe this came from, but that's where it came from. We have never, and I'm telling you, we have never seen or experienced anything like this. I ain't even hyping it up. If you think I'm hyping it up, this is just my own personal opinion, and that's what I'm saying. This, y'all, as you can see, I'm hyped. So if you have not seen her up close, let's just go ahead and marvel. Like I said, this is the Danessa Myricks Lightworks 3 palette. It does retail for $125. And let me go ahead and get my details together. We get a total net weight of 0.78 ounces or 22 grams of product. So you can purchase this on Beautylish. When you purchase the Lightworks Volume 3 palette, you also get a mini Lightworks palette that has these 4 larger shades in the middle. And so Danessa says that light up your world with 14 cosmic otherworldly shades for the eyes, cheeks, skin, and more. The Lightworks Volume 3 Infinite Light Palette gives you 5 unique formulas, including duochrome gels, multi-chrome pigments, holographic powders, powder creams, and pressed glitters to create special effects that are truly out of this world. And like I said, we get the mini Lightworks palette, and in the mini one, we have these 4 shades that are there. So let's swatch these shades. I will also be giving you descriptions of each shade, and then we're gonna get into this demo, because yep, you're not ready. You're not ready. I'm gonna go in order from here to here, here to here, and then here to here, just to give you an idea. So let's first start off with Poreless, an opalescent yellow to seafoam green duochrome gel. And this is such a silky texture, like so silky creamy. That's exactly how it feels. Next we have Galaxy. Galaxy is going to be described as a multi-chrome pigment with smoky teal, green, and violet shifts. Yo, can we get into this? Next is Martian, multi-chrome pigment with icy blue, green, lilac, and plum brown shifts. Look at that. I know. Soul is a gilded khaki gold powder cream. So there is Soul. Orion is the aquatic turquoise pressed glitter. And what's awesome about this pressed glitter is that it's so smooth and has such a creamier base. You do not need any type of glitter adhesive to apply it onto the eye. And we'll get more into, my thoughts about that as well. Going next with Golden Eclipse. This is a sunset peach holographic powder. So the first shade in the middle that has those larger pans. Next is Strawberry Pink. This is a holographic pink lilac powder. Spring Equinox is a sage green holographic powder. Lastly, in the middle row, Blue Green, Blue Moon, which is a glacier blue lavender holographic powder. And then getting into the last row of swatches, we start off with Space Suit Spacesuit is a fiery coral blood orange and honey duochrome gel. Aurora, multi-chrome pigment with electric plum, fuchsia, and olive green shift. Amazing. I think this shade is pronounced Gaia. Gaia is a multi-chrome copper, bronze, and emerald shift. Solar Rain is a multi-chrome pigment with pearl peach, key lime, and platinum shift. And lastly, I'll put the last shade here. We have Black Hole. Black Hole is going to be a cashmere black powder cream. So these are all of the shades in her Lightworks palette, and I can't, y'all. I have never experienced shades like this at all. So let's get into the demonstration. Starting with this eye, so I just want to go straight into some seriousness. So started out with the shade Black Hole, which is right here. And I wanted to pack that onto the lid because I wanted this eye look to be very intense. And so I wanted to intensify any of the shades that went on top. So I was like, let's start with the black. That blended out effortlessly, very creamy. It is a cream powder, so blended in so smoothly. And I'm talking like just barely moving my brush around, I was able to blend the edges. And it was just beautiful. Fully pigmented, no patchiness, it glided onto the eye. I did not put an eye primer on either one of these because I really wanted to see how these shadows worked, and I knew we were dealing with cream bases, gel bases, so I really wanted to just get a feel for the shadows. So then after Black Hole, I think I went in next with Galaxy, which was this shade right here. Used my finger. Danessa loves to use her finger, so I was like, let's channel some of her. So I used my finger. I mean, you'll see throughout the demonstration that I'm like, this is stupid. This is insane, like insane. So took that, blended that like all around here. I mean, this shade Galaxy looks such like the universe. Like when I think of the universe and you think of like black holes and just space, like Black Hole and Galaxy are the two like colors that I think of. I love it, love it. So I just put that all over the eyes. Then I wanted to go in with Orion, this pressed glitter right here. And like I said, just using my finger, I think using your finger would be like the better way to do it because your finger can warm it up. And I just pressed that onto the eye. I mean, and it's stunning. And like I said, I didn't need a glitter glue. I had like the smallest amount of fallout. And what I really liked was that the little bit of fallout that I had, once I took just a paper towel, wasn't even wet, wiped it off, and it immediately came off. I was like, I can work with this glitter because I typically don't like glitters because they're so messy and then they get all over your face and all of that. But this glitter was so great to work with. So after Orion, I think I went in with Martian right here and kind of put that into the crease just to like, more so like crease transition area, and just kind of begin to blend that right along here. So that's where we see that shift of that beautiful kind of like lime green, yellowish type of color. And then for the lower lash line, I went back in with Black Hole, that black shade, put that right here. I think after that, I went in with this shade called Gaia. I want to say it might have been that shade. Forgive me if it's the wrong shade because now I can't remember. But I think I put Gaia right here and I was like, okay, great. So then I wanted to get into this middle row. So I looked at the definitions of the shades and I was like, okay, I'm going to go in with, I think I went in with Spring Equinox and put that as the inner corner highlight. And when I saw that shift of green, I was like, oh no, I need that all along here. So I covered up, I think that it was the shade Gaia, and I covered it up with that middle shade. I got a whole universe on this eye. A whole universe on this eye. Okay, so moving on to this one. Started out with this gel shade called Spacesuit, and like when I first touched that and just swiped over the eye, I was like, I was not ready with this palette. I was so not ready. I was not ready. So put that down as a base. It blended so beautifully across the eye and it wasn't patchy. It also wasn't too like sticky, if that makes sense, but it had a really good adherence. So I think this is a shade that you definitely could use it as a base to apply other eye shadows on top, and it would help to like grip it, but it wasn't too sticky where I felt like as I'm blending it with my finger, it's like kind of picking up on my finger as well. So then after that, I think I went in with Soul right here. Oh, there we go. I think I went in with Soul next. And once again, I was gonna use a brush and I'm like, no, I just feel like with this texture, I need to go in with my finger. And I'm glad I did. You can definitely use brushes because obviously you see me using brushes within the demonstration, but I think your finger is the better applicator when using these shadows, and then using a brush to kind of fine tune, you know, however you want the shadows to look. Your fingers, I found, just work so good with all of these formulas. So took Soul and I was just like, fire, like literal fire is on my eyes, and I'm not being burnt up. Can't get better than that. So took Soul, blended that all over the eye, and then I think I went in next with Solar Rain. I wanted to put Solar Rain right here, and I was just like, look at that. I just cannot. So then we had to go in with Aurora because at this point, I gotta use all the shades in the palette because this is just getting too good to me. So took Aurora and just blended that out all along here. And so then I took Aurora and put it toward the outer edge of the eye. And then for this shade right here, I went in with Strawberry Moon, this middle shade right here. Loved how that shade looked like right here. And then Golden Eclipse, this shade here. I took that as the inner corner, and I was just like, I was ready. At this point, I'm like, oh, I gotta get this on my face now. The eyes, I've got like the universe and fire over here, like fire ice maybe. I don't know, but like, I'm ready for whatever. I'm ready for whatever. So then after I did my base, came back, went back in with Spacesuit, and took my finger and dabbed that onto my face. I had not set my face with powder at this point. I just had foundation and concealer. And so blended it out onto the cheeks. And then I felt like I needed a little bit of assistance with blending that shade into my face. So I went in with my Sonia G Mini Base and like tapped that in, and I did feel that did blend better. So when I go to use these shades on my face, ironically, I think using a very dense brush and using a stippling motion really does help it to blend across a larger surface area. I think with your finger, I mean, you obviously can blend it into the skin, but I didn't want to disturb my foundation and my concealer. So I think going in with a very dense brush and stippling that would help it to blend into the face. And if my opinions change after using this palette more, I will definitely update you. But that's just what I did today, and I think it worked. So then after that, I wanted to go in with a very fluffy brush. So I went in with this Chikuhodo, oh, I forgot what actual brush this is, but I wanted to just sweep these next shades onto the face. So for this side, I think I went in, was this Strawberry Moon? I think I went in with Strawberry Moon, which is this shade right here. And I just went to sweeping like all along here and here. And like, can we get into this? Can we? You don't have to, I'm into it for myself. I'm into this. Oh my goodness. So stunning. So then on this side, I was like, yes, honey, yes. Went in with Poreless, which is this cream, this gel shade. Did the same thing, initially applied it with my finger and then wiped off my mini base brush and tapped that in to blend it in, and then wiped off this brush, same thing. And I went first, I think I went in, with Blue Moon at this point. Went in with Blue Moon because I hadn't used that shade and just sweeped it on. And I was just like, I'm so blown away at the undertones of these shades, the way that Danessa like created these shades in terms of like the tones and the shifts, and like these are so beautiful and like ironically so wearable on the face and the eyes. Like obviously no, am I gonna go to work like this? I mean, actually you try me, I might on a good day, but like I did not think this palette would be so user-friendly and so like, I don't want to say everyday use because I'm not gonna wear looks like this every day, but like I don't know what I thought. I really felt like, is this gonna be too much of an artistry palette? Perfect question. That was the question in my head. Is this palette too much of an artistry palette to where if I'm not a makeup artist, or if I'm not trying to create looks like this all the time, am I not gonna reach for this? And I really feel like I actually will reach for this palette way more than I thought I would. And here we go. So no, if this is not your type of look, you know, these are not the tones that you would wear on your face, that's fine. But, and I will be doing more looks because today I wanted to go like, I wanted to channel my inner creativity. I wanted to have fun with this palette. But we are gonna do more looks with this to really show you how you can take this palette and actually make it an everyday palette, because I really think that you can, and it's just a matter of the choice, the colors that you use and how you use them. I really wasn't sure, like I said, I really wasn't sure how I was gonna like this palette and make it like incorporate into like my everyday makeup. But I am in love with this palette because I can see the potential of it. For instance, just to give you an idea, let's say I was going to work, I kind of wanted to jazz it up a little bit, but I didn't want to, you know, do too much. For me, I would take Spacesuit, like I said, start that out as a base, and then maybe add only Solaris or Sol, and put that on top, throw in some mascara, and I'm out the door. And maybe run that along the lower lash line. Or if I wanted like, you know, a little bit of like a nighttime eye look, but I still wanted to keep it kind of muted a bit, I would go in with Black Hole and really just like blend it out, smoke it out along the outer edge of the eye, but keep it very blown out. And then add one more shade as the inner corner. So if you wanted to keep it a little more subtle, maybe go in with one of these holographic powders and just kind of tap it on. So you've got like a statement eye, but it's not so bold that makes you uncomfortable. Y'all, this palette, it is everything. And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the price, I was like, okay, her Lightworks palettes are not that much. Like, how do we go from that price? I think they're like $49. I was like, how do we go from $49 to $125? But I completely see it. Like I said, and you can definitely leave it in the comment section if you have this palette and you're like, Chels, this brand makes these types of formulations all the time, so like we have seen these before. Let me know, because I have never experienced formulations, textures like this. I have not seen. I mean, this is a palette that I'm going to say you need if you know that like you're going to enjoy these types of tones, that you want a palette to really challenge your creativity, but you also really want to have fun with it. I'm gonna say that you need this one. And I try not to tell people that they need things because, I mean, makeup is not cheap. And I also don't want you to get something and then you feel disappointed because like you don't have the same enthusiasm about it as I do. But I feel comfortable in saying this is something that you need if you even think you might like it, because when I tell you you're gonna be blown away, you're going to be blown away. Because I am blown away. I feel like I've tried my fair share of makeup. I get excited about things, but like, I haven't been this excited about something when I was actually applying my makeup all year. And I've been excited. I ain't been this excited. Yo, can we get into this? Okay, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I cannot wait to read them. Leave your honest opinions. What do you think of the palette? Do you think it's worth the $125? Is this something that you would actually want to wear? How do you think that you would incorporate this into your makeup collection? Like, I want to hear all the things because I'm so excited about it. I'm hoping y'all are too. But if y'all not, I'm gonna be excited about myself, okay? Because I am just like, I didn't realize I had lipstick on my teeth. If I've had lipstick on my teeth this whole video, forgive me. But like, I'm so hyped. Like, Danessa, this is literally art. Like, we are legit holding art in our hands that we can apply to our face. And I think that's amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye guys.